Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Hello, hello, and welcome back to another live stream. How's it going, everyone? Hello, hello. Happy, what day is it today? Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Oh, Guts, welcome in. How's it going? I'm doing well. It's already Wednesday. 2 more days. 2 more days, and then it's the weekend. What is my next long weekend is after next week. Then I get a 3-day weekend. Because the 17th is a holiday. I'm doing right. What's the holiday for the 17th here? Canada. Statutory holidays. Family Day. The holiday is Family Day. I have no family, but as far as Canada is concerned, it doesn't care. We're getting a holiday. Yeah, Family Day. Canada's next statutory holiday is February 17th, Family Day. In 11 days. Observed in AB, BC, NBON, and SK. I wonder, is there, hold on, are there, I wonder if, I wonder if there's more holidays. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Maybe I have? Or, I don't know. Anyway, and enough of me checking my holidays. All great and good. It's not why we're here. We're here because we want to make a game. Well, I want to make a game. That's more honest. I want to make a game. You guys probably don't care if I make a game. I want to make a game. And I'm using you guys for motivation. By using you, I'm really just streaming. That's my motivation. So if I've been using you, I'm using streaming. So you're not even being used. So don't worry. I'm not using you. So don't worry. You can put your pitchforks down. There's no abuse here. Because for abuse, you have to be using. So it's fine. But did anything happen today? No, today was pretty boring, honestly. Oh, one thing exciting for me is today's Anki practice learning Japanese was like the first time I ever got a 90-something% on remembering stuff from, from the past. So I was like, yeah. Nope. So mostly because a lot of the new words I've already been memorizing because previously, so it was kind of cheating a little bit. We won't. It's not important. Not important. What is important is this. By this, I mean this. The fact that we now have a few wait, what? It's my... Oh my god. Okay, so... Time for a little story while I fix some stuff. So, some of you guys might notice I was a few minutes late starting stream. Because for whatever damn reason... sometimes the cam link just decides, no, fuck you, I'm just not gonna work, and you could unplug me or plug me back in. I'm just not gonna work until you restart your computer. Just fuck you. I think that's the only reason. And just now I tried to press my hotkeys and they're like, no. By hotkeys, I mean like 1, 2, 3, 4 on my mouse. And it's like, no, I'm just not gonna work. So I just had to launch up IQ again. IQ is not great. It's better than like Razer stuff, but IQ is not good. I've run into so many issues with it. It's also when you feel your own progress learning a new language. You have one day your English get as good as my Japanese. Please. Your English is fine. You can already speak it. And you speak it fine. So no complaining. No, I can't even. I'm so far away from even being able to like think in Japanese. So far, many years away. Many years away. Okay. Yep. So last time we set up three of these, and we added this divider so that we can actually read them much easier, which is great. So now we have frail, enfeebled, and vulnerable. And if we right click, we can see what each one does. So you can see unstackable, enfeebled, frail, shattered. Oh, this one still says shattered defenses. Whoopsie. That shouldn't say shattered defenses anymore. This should say vulnerable. Vulnerable. There we go. Vulnerable. 50% more damage taken. 30% less max health and 30% less damage dealt. Great. So we now have 3 of these, so which means I can probably already start working on the power-ups in the shop. In our little meta progression shop. Namely, we can start. We can set up the additional blood dropped and the curse effectiveness reduction. I think. Do we already set up additional blood dropped? I think we might have already set that up. I need to check that. We can definitely set up the curse effectiveness reduction now, which is a terrible name. I'm gonna do curse reduction, and also this is saying plus. It needs to say minus. So we need to do a minus. Although increases per upgrade, I can do -5. Would that work? Hold on, before I do that, I'm gonna do it on you to make it easier. I do like -10. It's gonna say plus -10. Okay. Yeah, that's not gonna work. I didn't think so, but now we know. Welcome back, Mike. Why are decals still the devil? Or still evil, rather. What's wrong? Tell us all about it. I just set up like a bunch of decals in my environment at work. They've been great. I actually used the method that I showed in my last video because I had to populate a bunch of texts, some text decals. So I just typed in all the stuff in a single little file, and I got like just one spreadsheet, and then just went slapped it out there. It's great. Something tells me, I mean, I think the problem you're having isn't decal related. It's just you're using decal, so you think it's a decal problem, but I don't think it's a decal problem. They're amazing for environments, but try to do a wound on an enemy is a nightmare. I don't. Are you not able to just attach actor to a character? It should be no different than attaching a gun to a character. Right? Same thing. You should probably be able to watch like any of those tutorials and fine. This let's do a select text. This is gonna be negative. There's going to be negative negative upgrade. For whatever reason, the decal still moves around when using physics. So you're putting it on hold for now since you're trying to get a demo within the next few days. Are you doing a what are those things called? A game jam? Is that why you have like a deadline? Let's do this. I don't like it, but it's fine. Why do I have this here? I guess I'll delete that? Question mark? Clearly it wasn't plugged into anything. Oh boy, I hope that's fine. I hope that's fine. You gotta love just floating things. For no reason, the decal still, you're trying to do self-imposed limit. You're trying to get this game done and released in less than 3 months. Ah, okay. Here's a question for you. Considering that you want to get it released soon, are all the bugs worked out? Because if it's near the end, I would focus on fixing bugs and not adding or changing like visuals or features. Because a non-buggy game is going to be more fun to play than a buggy one. Unless you're like Goat Simulator. Then that's the whole point of the game. Basically. But really, that's an art in itself. Is be able to make a buggy game that's fun. Where people don't know if it's a bug or if it's an end feature, honestly. Do you guys know about Goat Simulator? It's been a long time since Goat Simulator was released. I don't know if you guys are even familiar with it. I never played it, but I watched other people play it, and that was my fun. This one used to be negative update. Right? If I made this a negative upgrade as well, just so you could see it. Ah, okay. That's... Ah. Okay, got it. This has to be the other way around. So here... Gotta do this way. Oh, that's what the thing was. That's what the things are that I deleted. It was plugged into this, and I detached it because I'm okay. I found my stupidity, guys. Don't worry. I found my stupidity. It's still there. It's okay. It's okay. No, just put this in here. Sam, you also found my stupidity? Oh. Well, I'm not the only one. NIF, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Goat Simulator was hilarious. That's part of the reason why you're using physics in your game. Oh. Well, there you go. Okay, can we... Yeah, I guess I'll just do the entire thing. It'll be easier. And this just doesn't have percentages. I could do an append here, honestly. But there's no append text. We need to convert to string. Go back to text. Just do an append. This is fine. You're fine. I'm glad to hear it. Started following me when you saw a PCG video? Which one? Which one did you see? Which one hooked you in? I'm so sorry for that, by the way. The first one? The first one? Negative. Wait, hold on a second. What was my first, What was my first video? What was my first, PCG video? I actually don't remember. Was it the blueprint one? The one that's like, how do you swap the mesh in blueprints? That might have been my first one. You end up using tools like Dash. Dash? 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 That kind of dash? What are we talking about? Let me build from the beginning. You lost me. But I'm glad. Look, the moral of the story is I'm glad I was able to help you out in any way. I think that I don't need to understand. I understood what I needed to understand. My dumb brain, it has limits, okay? It has limits. Okay. So, if we look at, we set the upgrade amount, we upgrade the cost, we initialize, this sets the, those values, that's all correct. This updates the cost of it. Current upgrade count times this final cost. Yeah. Then we do initialize again. Oh, here's where we can do this. We do the curse reduction, and we're getting it from the game mode reference meta collectibles. So we're storing it here. Okay. So we need to modify the effectiveness of the curse. So that means in the card information, I think that's where we want to do this. Keywords are all fine. Let's just clean this up a little bit. It's like card description. No, we don't need that. Get tier info. No, we're good. We do not need this. Tier value to strength. I was right. This was working, so that's great. On key down. Let's not look at that mess. Set card info. Here, say in the color. That's all correct. Don't need you. Don't need you. or you, or you. Okay. What? Where am I setting the card? It is... Hold on, what? I always forget where I'm setting the tier of the card, because the tier has already been set here. So it's already set here, which means it had to have been given to it here. Which means... Let's see if we can find it. Populate shop cards. Here. Get available curse. This. Add keywords. We add the keywords. We set the keyword. We set the selection. And here's also where... No? Hold on. Guys, I forgot where I did it. I'm pretty sure I was looking at it just yesterday. I'm pretty sure I was looking at it just yesterday. Where do we sample the curse or select which tier it goes to? Or which one it gets? I thought it was on the card. It's not set card info. Card tier info just gets passed through. Just get their card tier and pass it through. So at this point, we already set it. Default state, no. Set card, get tier info. Wait, is this the one? Oh, this is where we do it. Okay. So this gets this. You also get the values. Okay. This is where we do it. This is where we need to modify it. Okay. Yes, you're using an RTX 3070 Ti 8 gigabytes. When you use E5 and start building levels after a few mesh placement level, you get low memory warning any device. Yes. Save up for a better video card. Eight gigabytes of VRAM is just really low. If you're depending on what you're doing, if you're doing like nanite, large files, lots of effects, lumen, myriad of other things, you will run out of VRAM very fast. You can absolutely make a game on 8 gigabytes of VRAM though. You just have to be aware that you're not going to be using lumen, right? You have to be aware and make it optimized, like more optimized than other things from the get-go. So to make sure that a 3070 on 8 gigabytes can run it. So you can absolutely continue to use Unreal. You just have to be more mindful of the limitations. That's all. So I would turn off things like lumen. Not use like super expensive stuff. I think you should be fine. That's really my answer. Because go buy a card is not an answer. Let's be realistic here. So, good luck. Because completing just a few meshes shouldn't be enough. But if you have Unreal open and then like Chrome and a bunch of stuff and other 3D programs, like it depends. Like you need to close down a lot of stuff to make sure you have VRAM. You can see your VRAM, by the way, if you in your task manager. Just so you know. So here, this is my task manager. And if you go to your GPU, you could see your GPU memory, how much is being used. So, like right now, I'm at 9.2, I have 16 gigs. I have a 4080. So, that's what you need to look at. Look at this number. See if this number is, it'll never get to 16. It'll stop at like 15.2 or whatever it is, you know, some a little just below that. Most likely, because it'll try to like remove stuff from memory before it ever truly fills up. But that's what you need to look at. You can see your stuff. Trying to get a 4090, but all out, gonna see if a 5090 is available in the local shop. I mean, good luck. If 4090 isn't available, here's some 7.6. Yeah, the fact that
pausing for ads.
The fact that you know the number is almost a guarantee that it is right. VRAM is just 8 gigs is just not a lot. So, right, again, less effects, less stuff. Close down other programs, anything that utilizes VRAM, basically. So, like, I'm pretty sure like things like videos will use VRAM. I believe. I'm not 100% on that one. So, but you can do a test, right? Have nothing open. Check your VRAM. They're playing a video. See what uses VRAM, what doesn't. How much it uses, and you know, go from there. Yeah, my laptop has a 4060. How much VRAM does that have? 8 gigs probably as well? Gigs, yep. Oh yeah, you can lower your engine scalability settings. Yeah, that's a good idea. I always forget about that because I never touched that. I don't know. Because if you lower your scalability settings, that means you're not looking at it at the highest quality that you're making, right? So you'll never see it for what it is at high quality. And I feel like, I don't know. I'm conflicted on that. Because on one hand, I agree. On the other hand, I'm like, I'd want to make sure that it can run at the highest performance on my hardware. Kind of thing. But yeah, I can see both being a thing. Better or worse, and say if you have no other options, you do that. Yeah, exactly. It comes with drawbacks, right? That's what I mean. Oh, not meta collectibles. Meta unlocks. Curse reduction upgrades. Okay. So we want to take this. We want to multiply. Oh, no. We want to multiply this by something. We're going to add Not that ad. Why does that go to that up? There you go. That ad. It goes to here. Why is this? Converted, please. So then this needs to add 1. This multiply. Multiplies it. Oh, actually divide. I know it. Divide 100. Hopefully that will be fine. So if the curse reduction upgrades say 5%, that means I'll take that. Oh, it's the how many upgrades I have, not the value of it. So I actually need to divide by that. Sure, we can do divide. Then we do a multiply. We're doing both together. This is becoming a mess. 0.01. That effectively divides it. Then we multiply it by 5% per upgrade. Should be fine. Or to local variable. This is our curse reduction, or I guess curse reduction per upgrade. You have another PC which has 2 GTX 1080s 8 GB. Can be helpful if you run UE5 with it. Is it going to use the 2 graphics card? Are they an SLI? Like actual SLI? You can try, but I remember when I used to have 980 Ti's in my computer. I had 2 of them. Unreal back then did not care about SLI. In fact, I had to make sure SLI was disabled to even open Unreal because it was just that buggy. So you would need to test, see if Unreal even cares that you have SLI or not. And I don't know how if it would help the VRAM situation. Theoretically, but I don't know. It's been so long since I've dealt with it. Copy this to our old test level. Okay, so if we come here, so right now I have minus 5%. Do I? Okay, if I have minus 10%, let's check this. 143%. Wait a second. Ah. %143% scale. That is wrong. This should change. I'm changing the wrong thing. This is fine. We don't want to change this. I was doing the wrong thing. You don't want to change how much of a bonus you get. You want to change how much of a detriment you take. Wrong side of that equation. It's here. It's here. Okay, so we can do get game mode reference just before. Get the menu unlocks. Break. Or do we want to do it inside of here? No, I don't want to do it outside of here. I'll do it here. Cars upgrades. We want to multiply this by by 5, right? If it's 5 per 0.01 for the decimal points, and then want to add add 1. And then we multiply it by the original offset, which is 0.7. Let's see if I do the math right. If I have 2 upgrades, multiplied by 5, multiplied by 0.01 plus 1 times 0.7. Yep, gets 0.77, which is what we want. Yay! Gotta go to work? Well, I hope you have a lovely time at work. Thanks for stopping by. Much appreciated. Go earn those dollars. Or whatever currency you're using. Can I just say that Canadian dollars, being Canadian dollars, are such a pain in the ass online sometimes? Because if you go online, because they use the same symbol, you don't know if they're talking about US dollars or Canadian dollars just by looking at the symbol. I hate it. Like, I was looking at Duolingo has a premium thing, and it was over like Christmas break, and they were advertising it, and it's like you can get it for this much in dollars. Hey Kazuki, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. They were like advertising Duolingo, get it for get a year at whatever discount. It's this cost, and I was looking at I'm like, is this dollars or is it Canadian dollars? US dollars or Canadian dollars? Because that number means something very different depending on which one it is. Because I signed up with it from a Canadian account, so it should know it's Canada. But at the same time, I was looking at it now in the US. I'm like, so is it looking at me based on geography or not? I was like, dear God. Also, I did some math. I found out that yes, it was actually Canadians that was showing me, like my account was set to. But I also did the mathing conversions. As always, for whatever reason, the price in Canadian dollars was higher than that in the US dollars. Even though the Canadian dollar is far lower and the income of people in Canada is far lower. Why do people keep charging Canada so much more? Poor Canada. And so poor me. This is what I'm saying. This is just like, I'm just, yeah, the moral of the story is poor me. Okay, just so we're clear. You're trying to clean your computer files, manage to delete 30 gigabytes of space, and still finding more stuff to delete? Here's the question though: do you need the extra space? Because I can find like a few, like 100 gigabytes right now that I can just transfer off my computer onto an external because I never need it. But I have the space, so it's like, do I care? No. Digital tariffs. Prices in Canada are insane. I said that since I moved here in 22. Yeah, prices in Canada are insane. I tell people this. Told to people this before, but in Canada, everything is not everything. The majority of things are converted from US dollar to Canadian dollars. Like if you were to use like the online conversion to see what the conversion rate is, right? So it'll be like 1-to-1 with the conversion for most things. If you want to buy a car, it is not cheaper to buy it in Canada. It is the same like converted rate. And same thing with apartments. Apartments like in the Vancouver area are about the same as they are in the LA area. About the same. But the income of people in Canada is significantly lower. And that boggles my mind. Because the income is lower. And it's getting worse with the Canadian dollar actually going down. Actually, how's the USD to CAD? Is it? Oh, it got a little bit better. Okay, it got a little bit better. It went from 1.45 or 1.47 at its high point to 1.43 now. Conversion. Hold on, let me show you something. This is the Canadian dollar over the past year compared to the US dollar. Higher is worse. Higher is worse, by the way. It's hiding a point right about here of a 1.47. That's over the past year. I needed to go down. I needed to go back to like, you know, like, I mean, at least like 1.35, please. Really like 1.3. If I, like over the, just so we're clear here, by the way. It is pretty much at, peak COVID times and like previous, like really high times. I needed to go back right here. This is like the moneymaker territory. I needed to be like around 1.0 compared to the US dollar. Can we go back to this time? That'd be great. Were you looking in US before moving to Canada? Yeah. I'm American. But I just got Canadian permanent residency. And I'm hoping to get dual citizenship. Just so I can come and go from Canada, whatever and however. Make it easier myself. I was primarily in California. But I've lived in Louisiana for like a good year and a half. I wouldn't wish that place on my worst enemies. Dear God, I will never step foot again in Louisiana. Okay? Just so we're clear here. Where is... Oh, here, enfeebled. So there's enfeebled. And it's vulnerable. You get Louisiana from me? I have an accent? No. I do not have a southern accent. You've never heard of a southern accent if you think I have a southern accent. Lower because we have to self-heal in games instead of having healings. By the way, I know everyone says like, oh, but Canada has free healthcare. The healthcare here sucks. For reference, by the way, on anyone thinking Canadian healthcare is amazing, my coworker, his significant other, had health problems, like severe health problems. Hopefully, they're better now, but I don't know. In Canada, they put them on a 1-year waiting list, basically, to get any kind of treatment. Let's put it this way, that the problem they were having, they would be dead by that point. Because they were also have a Mexican citizenship, they went down to Mexico to get treatment. So, yeah, Canada has healthcare if you're alive long enough for them to get to you. But, yeah, the wait time's a little rough. So, yeah, like, when I learned of that, I was like, no. Canada has healthcare if you have an emergency. Yeah, you know, they'll see you eventually. Hopefully you'll stay alive by then, though. You remember when $1 was $2 in your currency? Now it's between 5 and 6 SAG? Oh, yeah, that sucks. California and Canada isn't too crazy of a difference, I think, compared if you live in Texas or Florida. In what regard? In terms of the kind of people? Yeah, that's it. I'd agree. So, like, it's okay, is the moral of the story. But it's not this amazing thing that everyone talks about. That's like, yeah, free Canadian healthcare. It's amazing. It has problems. It has problems. Hello, Burkadidden. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. How's it going in game? It's going well. Going well. Setting up some control over how much of a curse effect we're gonna get. Oh, I don't know about that. Like, I don't pay attention to that, nor do I care. Get meta unlocks. Okay, so we have we're back to the curse reduction upgrades. So we need to take this. Okay, can I just take the math? Where's this? Take the math here. Here. Yeah, take this. So this just needs to multiply at the end by 50, because that was the value we needed. And we need to do the same thing over here and do minus 30. Minus 30. Not the prettiest line, but it's fine. Why is it so hard to learn blueprints? You're trying, but it's hard. What advice do I have? Answer me this question. Do you know any programming, like actual coding? Just in general. Like, can you code of any language? Because based on that answer, I'll give you different advice. That's why I ask. No? Perfect. You're like me. You're like me then. I cannot code. I find coding extremely boring. I hate it. I tried learning it multiple times. I cannot bring myself to code. But blueprints are awesome and they're fun. If you want to learn blueprints, figure out something to make. And then go on YouTube and look up how to make the thing. Don't try to learn how to use specific nodes. There's no documentation for specific nodes. Be like, okay, I want to learn how to take a cube, like being able to pick up a cube and throw it, and then have the cube land on a pressure plate, and the pressure plate to change color. Like something super basic, right? Cool. Now you need to learn how to do pressure plates, how to do like physics throws, how to have a character move, how to play animation, right? You break it down, and then you just look up a tutorial for each one. Trust me, when you break it down to that level, like how do you do a pressure plate? There's gonna be tutorials for it. How do you throw an object in Unreal? Lots of tutorials for it, all for blueprints. And you just start watching them. And then incorporating the stuff into your own thing. You don't just watch and follow and recreate and that's it. Always go above and beyond the tutorial. So that's why you build your own project from the tutorials, and then you're good. This entire project is 100% blueprints. We go actually into the game. Right, this entire thing is blueprints. I'm using one plugin that is C++, but the entire game here is blueprints. Nothing here is like super crazy or anything like super special. It's just blueprints. And you can pretty much look up everything. And the things you can't find, the more advanced stuff, once you start breaking it down more and more and figuring out like, okay, what is the basic stuff, you'll be able to figure out that more advanced stuff on your own over time. So don't try to go like super advanced right from the bat. But yeah. That's a back. You're in the way. Boom. Don't ever touch decals though. No, just because you are having a hard time with decals doesn't mean it's a bad thing. Fine. Okay, so what is this problem? Form condition check AI. Okay, well, I need to rework the AI anyway, so I'm not gonna work with it. How long have I been working with blueprints? I like really lightly dabbled. Like years ago, but I started learning blueprints in 22. So 2 years, because it's 25 now, 22, 23. Oh, I guess three years now. That's when I like really started learning more blueprints and started learning into like other stuff. I didn't start looking into like full on like game design probably till 23. And when I say 22, by the way, I mean more like mid to late 22. So I guess 2.5-ish years, 3 years, yeah. So you can. I've been making this game since about March of last year, and I felt comfortable enough to start it.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
So yeah, just like a year or two, you should have enough knowledge. Just keep making stuff with blueprints that you want to make, and look how to make it. There's so many tutorials on YouTube, so many. Yeah, I learned quickly, but I'm not like special about it. Like it's not like how I learned is special. But I mean, everyone can learn the same. Can you recommend a good channel for PC tutorials? Sure, mine. Is currently on it. That's probably how he found me. I'm gonna guess. Oh my god, I'm so excited for to edit and finish up this weekend's collab. I hope you guys, I hope people like it. I really do. Because if it's like a 10 out of 10 and nobody watches it, I'll be very sad. Okay, ads are done, so let's go back to our testing environment here. Will the game be ready? My good sir, I'm still in prototyping. I'm still prototyping things. I'm still trying to figure out how I want things to work, what I want, how like, and things of that nature. So it'll be ready when it's ready, kind of thing. Yeah, I have no deadline set in stone. I don't see a point to giving myself a deadline. I'm doing this as a hobby side project. If it was like my actual like job, then yeah, I'd like a deadline because I need to get it out in a certain time because it's gonna cost me a certain amount of money, you know, blah 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 blah. But no, I'm gonna, you know, just go at it little bit by little bit. So let's see if so hold on, I'm at 110. That's a problem. Okay, that's a problem. We gotta fix that. Okay, so the effect works. I'm at 81 health. Before I was at 77. So the effect works, but that description okay, I'm not sure why it's triggering multiple times. Hold on. We need to update the description to also do it. It took you about 7 years to learn that what you know about the last three really. Yeah, so then 3 years. Okay. But knowing all he knows in 2 years is impressive. I don't think I know very much, so no. See, I wouldn't look at that 7 years and be like, yeah, that's how long. No, he said 3 years learning. Yeah, I dabbled a little bit in blueprints years and years and years ago, but that doesn't mean I'm going to include it in the time of me learning. You know, like when I was in college, I spent a week learning Japanese. And now I picked up Japanese and, like actually learning it. And I'm not going to say that I've been learning Japanese for a decade, right? Just because I dabbled in it a long time ago, that doesn't mean that I actually was properly learning it back then, right? So same thing. If 3 years are actually learning, then you got that information in 3 years. I'm right now about at 3 years marked as well. So, yeah, don't feel like, oh, no, you spent 7 years. No, you spent 3. Actual learning. Okay, so what we need to do is, on the card, for the add keyword descriptions, I need to clear the children on this at the beginning. That should fix that problem. I don't know why it's triggering multiple times, but that should fix the problem of... So now we have, this is all good. If I can leave and I come back, good. Still has the correct amount. Excellent, okay. Can you teach Blueprint from the beginning? There are lots of tutorials on YouTube for that kind of stuff. Lots of tutorials on that. Like, really. I just search UE5 Blueprint getting started. You'll just find tons. Here's like a full playlist. There's another tutorials. Instead of looking, I would not go with like a generic. I mean, I would maybe, like, if you're unfamiliar with the concept of blueprints entirely, I would watch like one of the videos, and then like just one that kind of generalizes how blueprints are, and then after that, I was just looking into like specifics, like what do you want to do? Like, again, you want to take a ball or a box and throw it. Look how to do that, and then you'll learn blueprints through that. Okay, so we need now, so these keyword descriptions now need a variable instead of it hard-coded in. So what we're going to do is in here, we have the description, and this is why we made the struct and not just use like a variable. We can now add a value here. That would be a float. And now what we can do is here, ignore this one. This is going to be 50. And here I can just do a bit of variable. This was 30. And this is 30 as well. So now we'll have options of using the value and then modifying it before we put it back in. And then we can actually change the color of it if we want to. might be interesting. When a car racing or boxing or FPS game, that is very, very different kinds of games. You can make a first person car racing shooter. You can have a game where you're in the front seat of a car, and then you upgrade and you get machine guns that you place on your car, and you destroy other people's cars as you race on a track. So you can combine two of them. I don't know how you would combine boxing into it, but you could definitely combine FPS and racing. So there's an old game that I actually played as a kid. It's always I occasionally find it. It was called Nice. NICE, like N period I period C. It's so hard to find because have a nice day. If I search that, oh, is it have a nice day? Can I find it? Oh, here it is. This game, Have a Nice Day, was the shit when I played it. Oh my god. Oh, hold on. Is it on GOG? Can I buy it? I might look. I might buy it and play one of those. This game was the best. Oh my god, here it is. Okay. Okay, hear me out here. This game was my childhood. You get to pick a person, pick a car. You know, it's a racing game. But let's see if it has it. You have weapons you put in your car, and you can upgrade them. And it was great. You put mines behind you as you drifted. You can cut the tires of a car next to you. This was great. I loved this game. Apparently they made a second one that I never hard over played. Yeah. And you just destroy the other cars. Yeah, this is actually a thing that you can do in-game. Look at those Chris Cinematics. Have a nice day. Too fast for you. Yeah, it's so good. You just reminded me of the game. Oh, back. You just reminded me when I said the car and FPS. It's not an FPS, but you know the Blur game. Yeah, well, that's just a regular game, right? Racing game, Blur. Yeah. I think I played it. I don't think I ever like finished it because I mean, there's no one in terms of actual racing games. No one can hold a candle to Need for Speed 2. Okay, I think everyone can agree that in terms of racing games, they peaked at Need for Speed 2. And for anyone that ever played that game, when anyone mentions that game, you probably are hearing the one song, and everyone knows the song I'm talking about when they say the one song from Need for Speed 2. Many video tools on YouTube, but they're confused or unclear. They don't explain fully. Yeah, you just gotta go through it. I played Midnight Club 3. I played it. I remembered it. I remember. Okay, so we now have value here. So we should now. I also played. I played quite a bit of actual racing games when I was younger. Now I think about it. I think it's mostly because a friend of mine was a big car person, and so I was more into cars when I was younger. And then I grew out of it. Because I never was truly into cars. I was into cars as a means of being friends with the person. And I'm still friends with them. Like we say bring each other like on say happy birthday. Like the only person I do that to. So like it was well worth it. But socially yeah, exactly. There's social drinkers, right? Social smokers. I was socially a car guy. I had a Scion that I bought aftermarket suspensions for, and I dropped it. like I was I was that kind of guy. I had one of those boxy Scion cars, and I dropped it. Like, oh yeah. I just got hydraulics on it. No. I just had a lowrider. A lowrider, a lowrider sedan, basically. Not sedan. Sorry. I had a car like this, but it was dropped. So there was no gap here. Oh, by the way, I totaled the car. Don't worry about it. Oh, and also the car insured paid out the entire price of the car. Plus extra. You went out on a blaze of glory. Thankfully, didn't go out on a blaze of glory. It was not. I know I said I told it, but it was not an accident with any people. So don't worry if you're wondering. The people was me, and I'm clearly fine. Just want to clear that up, in case anyone's concerned. Well, you're right about that. Fine is a strong word, okay? Fine is a strong word. But Yeah, okay, fair. I am here streaming, you know, so now this float text has some options that we want to look at. So first of all, minimum integral digits. Minimum factorial digit. Maximum factorial. Maximum factorial digits is 1. Use grouping. Yes. Have to even. No idea what that means. Good enough. Nothing about it. You got hit by a car and you never got your money? And I look a lot like the truck. No. I never hit anybody. Not true. I did hit one guy in the parking lot. This is like a 1 in like who knows what chance. We were both parked in a parking lot. And we both checked behind, and then we both at the same time did one of these. And neither one of us noticed. And then we parked in, we got out of the car, we checked the cars, everything was fine. I was like, you good? I'm good. You're good? Cool. Let's get it now. Oh dear God, the emote. Hello, Kale. Hello, everyone. Thank you for the raid. Welcome in. Welcome. That is such a creepy emote. Hello, Shenoko. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. So, welcome, everyone. I am making a game. How was, I'm assuming Balatro. Jump scare warning or fear of clowns warning. Hello, Clinton Steele. Welcome in, everyone. I'm currently working on my own game. How's Balatro, Kale? This is my own game. Here, let me get some power-ups so I can show. Just get some more power-ups so I can show it off better. Let's get lifesteal. So it is a top-down action RPG roguelike with Binding of Isaac type power-ups where they stack and they're passive. The runs were great. Over 80% collection now. I have played the game for over 60 hours. I wasn't kidding when I said that to you in chat. I've been playing the game for over 60 hours. I still have not been to freaking level 12. Clearly, whatever I'm doing in Balatro isn't working. Like, I've beaten the hardest difficulty out of the, like, in the card tier, like, for one of the decks. Like, still haven't gone it. But this is the game. You beat enemies, and when you fill up the bottom bar here, you eventually get a card unlock, which looks like this. And there's a whole deck builder as well. So there's a deck builder, so you can choose the cards you put into your deck. So if you want to have specific power-ups in your run, you can. So if you like certain abilities, or you want to control kind of what you get, you absolutely can. You just have to keep in mind that when you get into the run, you get to choose one of the three. The other two go bye-bye. But we're currently working on a shop that appears on every level. Oops. The shop appears on every single level, and then you can use your currency to buy things from the shop. And right now there's a 100% chance of a curse card, but you also get a chance of getting a more powerful version of that same card, but it will have a curse on it. Yeah, that's... I'm currently in the middle of of working on this, so that's why it doesn't work. So like you get less health or less damage or take more damage, but the effect is higher. So normally this card was, I think, 5%, but there's like multiple tiers of cards. You get tier 1, 2, or 3. They get more powerful each time, but this is the cursed tier, which is the most powerful. But the cursed tier, while being the most powerful, will always come with a downside. So, and the upside is it is more powerful than any one card you can get otherwise. And we have quite a few cards so far. I mean, like, I think 42 or something like that. The plan is to have 100 different power-ups, things stacking together. Steam wishlist one. Look, my good sir, I'm still in the prototyping phase. This isn't even early access stage yet. This is prototyping phase. Like, I'm gonna be removing. I have air jumps here, so I can jump. I'm gonna be removing the jumps. So this is gonna go bye-bye. We're not gonna have jumps anymore after that. Shortly, I decided to remove them entirely because the dungeons are procedurally generated and there are multiple levels. They can be on top of each other and below each other. Having the ability to jump makes it very easy to just jump out of levels potentially, and I just don't want to deal with that. And also you're able to jump over enemies, and I feel that the whole kind of defeats some of the point as well. So yeah. But right now we're working on, as you saw, the descriptions. So before they were hard-coded, and now they're not going to be hard-coded. I realized also I don't want to be doing this here. Text, I want text to string. And I want to do a replace. So replacing from variable to this. Now, what I might do is go from float to text. And then to string. And the reason I'm going to do that is because then, in this to text one, I can specify how many digits I want to see. And then I can put this in. Back to text. Food time. Enjoy your din-din at 10 p.m. Removing jumping from a game saves a crazy amount of time. Game like yours, you could always do a dash if someone needs to cross level or something. Yeah, there's dashes to get away. Yeah, so you can use dash to get away. Right now, dashes is just like a counter. Like, do you have a dash or do you not have a dash? It will eventually use the stamina, I've decided, because there's also block. And block reduces all damage from that direction while you have stamina. And after a little moment, your stamina recovers. So block will remain, and we'll still have dash. So if you're stuck in a corner, and like, oh shit, big attack, you can hold right click, and then you'll take no damage from like this direction, and you can rotate still. And then when you're ready, you can, try to dash out, but keeping in mind that enemies will body block you. So there are power-ups that will make you be able to dash through enemies, for example. So if that's something you're like, you really want to have, that is a possibility. Let's see if my thing works now. So if we come here, there we go. Wait. No, this is wrong. I'm making that number say more, not less. Oops. Hold on. Add.
Pausing for ads.
Okay, we'll fix, instead of add 1, I need to do 1 minus this value. Because we're reducing it, not increasing it. Which also means I probably need to check the other ones as well for the actual effects. I might be increasing the negatives. So we'll need to check that after the ads. If you guys are wondering, we always pause for ads, which you guys can't hear. So we wait for ads. So no one misses anything. You know, there's not much to miss. So looking at that damn Kale Hawk Clown, which is almost, I know that it's cutting off his username at Kale Ha, but the fact that it's Ha and then Clown, I feel like it's too good. Oh, can I here, for those of you on YouTube, they can't see this. I need you to see this. That's the emote. It's just, you know, for those of you on YouTube, I really wanted to share share the the emote with you. Okay, ads are done. Let's fix this. So I need a subtract. No, it's 1 minus. Hey, Albazan, welcome in. How's it going? Been doing well. It wasn't Albi's February bingo that they would see the crochet. Wait, what? What do you mean? Minecraft 15th anniversary celebration. Fancy. Wait, has it been like 20 years recently of Minecraft? Oh, I just realized. You're good. You're good. Welcome to the channel. Hope you have a lovely time. Let's see. Let me back here. Is this going to be fixed now? If we come here, 28.5% less. Now it's correct. 47.5 more damage taken, so it's less more damage taken. It makes sense. It makes sense. Yes. Okay. But let me just double check that the math was right. Not 20 years, but it has been over 15 and almost 15 years since Skyrim came out. Wait, I thought somebody celebrated 20 years. Was it WoW? Am I remembering WoW celebrating 20 years? Maybe I'm remembering WoW. I remember somebody celebrating 20 years. Maybe it was WoW. I mean, it makes sense. I was in college. Yeah, it can't be 20 years yet. I was in college when Minecraft was coming out. I remember being in class on my laptop playing Minecraft or trying to and failing. The Sims? No, The Sims has been dead for a while. You can't say... that doesn't really count. We're getting old? What do you mean we're getting old? We are old. Once you hit 20 years old on the internet, you might as well just retire. Honestly. Once you hit 30, you might as well be, you know, in your grave already. It's just... it's how it is. People older than that? I don't think they exist. They're not real. Yeah, so this would increase the damage. I know I need to do a 1- here as well. By minus, I meant subtract. And check here. This would increase the damage. Yeah, this would do the same thing. Sims 25-year anniversary. Yeah. Did you know Shrek can legally drink now? In case you're wondering, Shrek can legally drink. Yeah, it's it's a thing. Life is over when you have an age in the double digits. No, you're still a kid at that point. So can SpongeBob? SpongeBob is great. SpongeBob is great. If I had time, I would rewatch SpongeBob, honestly. And 110, if I pick up Frail. 81. Let's double check mathematically. 81 out of 110 is, yeah, less than 30. Yeah, so I did the math right on that one. Kids nowadays don't even watch SpongeBob. Is SpongeBob what does SpongeBob get off the air? And it's SpongeBob stop airing. It ended? No. SpongeBob is still going. Which is surprising because I thought the person who made SpongeBob died. The 14th season of SpongeBob SquarePants ended on December 2nd, 2024. Show will continue on the 15th for the 15th season. No. Kids these days do know SpongeBob. Going on 15th season. That's kind of crazy. Hold on. Yeah, but they don't watch? How do you know? It's not a matter of like the kids don't watch. The parents show the kids SpongeBob. And I think it's on the parents' fault if they don't watch. SpongeBob is one of those shows. I remember when I was younger, one of my parents' friends had a small child. I say had because obviously they're no longer a small child. And they would love watching SpongeBob with their kid because the kid was entertained, the kid loved it, and the SpongeBob is a show where even adults can enjoy it. It's great. You have many nieces and nephews? There you go. Well, it's your job to show them SpongeBob now. And if you don't, you're the reason SpongeBob dies. I'm glad we agree on this. Because and I know you agree with me because you say I agree. So yeah. I'm glad. Okay, so if we boosted this up like tons, like minus 40%, let's just confirm that this is updating correctly. 18% less max health, 80% less damage, 30% more damage taken. Yay, works. And if I do the frail one, I need to give myself some currency. 100. Wait. 108. Why do I have 100 health out of 108? That's not right. I mean, how can you put that one on me? You are right too. Yeah, see? The way you can be always right as long as you argue something very, very specific. Right? Don't argue something generic. Argue something very specific, and then you can guarantee a win. Because we all know that, as you said, you have nieces and nephews. So that means you can have someone to show SpongeBob to. And if you're saying no one watches it, then the show will die. But if you show it to them, the show will go on because they will watch it, they'll tell their friends to watch, and you'll save all of SpongeBob. This is an inevitable thing, and we know this because we focused on this one argument. And it's a solid, no faults argument. How can you argue that? So it's just the way it is. Okay. We're 81, 81. Okay. Oh, hold on. It's because this isn't getting saved, right? It's not getting saved. I think that's why. Because in this moment, it's being tested. Yeah, it goes to 100. I don't know why this is 108. Why is this different, though? That's odd. So you can figure out what's going on here. Did I just gaslight someone into thinking they're wrong? No, I'm not gaslighting anyone. No. Now, this is the digital age. I'm using, nice quality electrical lighting, okay? There's no gaslighting here. Okay, we're in the digital age. We have electricity. Gaslighting does not exist. Now we have electricity lighting. But no one does electricity lighting, so that's not really a thing on the internet, as we know. So we're fine. We have eliminated gaslighting because it's the digital age. You're welcome. You've been gaslit into thinking gaslight doesn't exist. Buggers. No, 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 no. Again, it's electric lighting. Electric light. Okay? There's no gas. I don't know about you guys. I have not used gas in my lights ever. In my adult life, I've never used a gas light. I don't know why they call it a gas light. It's really odd. There's something I wanted to do. Oh, I wanted to check the health thing. So this increases it. I want to do also a clap here, just to make sure. We don't actually start gaining health for whatever somehow. Because theoretically you could. There is a limit to the here you do a 1 minus. And it gives us the same result. So here we do a max health modifier. We set that. We don't modify it. We just use this basically to. Oh, I can do set back that at max health. I can just do this. Which then takes my original information at the current moment, multiplies by my max health modifier. And then I use the max health modified, current health. And I clamp it. Current health modified. How do I get different results though? Okay, let's try this. So green and pink. I get to the bottom of this. Okay, we're 100, 100. Wait, say 100? Why did it say 100? It should say 110. Something's going on. $107, 100. How? Why is the current health get dropped so much? What? What? Before I do this, the current health should say 110. Oh, wait. I'm using current health. Get current health modified. I think that's the problem. I'm using the wrong value there. I hate that I set this up with a current health and a modified current health, which is the current health and then the current health with all the modifications like power-ups, whatever else, that I can get both. And that makes this a more complicated mess when I try to get things. I think that was my problem. So now, if we did try the same thing, I think we'd be okay. $50 is max, which is great. So if we do here, 110 health, get the frail one. We're still at 110 health because it's right. Right, because this math doesn't work. Okay, let's change the math here. Okay, let's change the math here. So that means we need to do you do a multiply. .3 times this value. Right? So that will get us that'll get us 50% or 0.5 of 0.3. And then I need to add it to this 0.7. Add it to 0.7. So really we should be at 0.85. Right? If I have 10 power-ups times 5 times 0.01 times 0.3 plus 0.7. Yes. Math checks out. By the way, when I was in high school, in 11th grade, I taught my trigonometry class. This is the result. This is where I ended up. Okay? I have fallen so far in my math knowledge. In high school, the trigonometry class, one was very easy for me, but the teacher did not grade a single piece of homework. 100% of the grade came from tests. I 100%ed all the tests, and instead of doing homework during the class, if we had time to like work on our homework and figure stuff out, I would just walk around and help people. It was great. I love the class. I had the option of taking calculus in my senior year, and I said no. It was AP calculus, and I'm like, no. In my senior year of high school, I had 3 out of 7 free classes. So there were like, because the classes rotated every single day, there were like 2 days a week, or at lunchtime, I'm done with classes. It was great. Senior year in high school was great. Okay, so 110. I guess frail. 94. Oh, it works. Yes. Is the correct value. So in the end, what we've learned is when I plugged in all the math for all 3 of the curses that I had set up, I got 0 of them correct on the first attempt for the math. 0. That's not great. Okay? It's not great. I'm gonna blame it on the fact that this is after work and it's late and I'm tired and hey, look, a bird. Hey, look, a distraction. I think someone messaged you. You should check that. They're trying to help me out with a distraction. Did we set up the additional blood dropped? I need to check that. The starting card, I need to figure out what the hell I'm going to be doing. This with that. That's going to be difficult to figure out how I want to set that up. Okay, the blood drop is on the enemies, I want to say. Don't worry, Guts. I will remember to do it eventually. My best chance of actually getting it done will be this weekend. Okay? That's gonna be the hope. To get you your redeem that you so rightfully desire. This weekend. And if I forget, well, I mean, that'd be expected, so. Yeah, that'd be kind of expected. This is the boss thing. On XP orders. This is the color and all that. No, we don't want this. I want to. Oh wait, this is on. It's on stats, isn't it? It's not an enemy at all. Because that's where we're doing all the calculations. Also, let's put these in. Blood drop. Just like clean up on this. Okay, so it should be under. Wait, XP? No. No. We're. Modify units of blood. This. So here, amount to add. Oh yeah, I already added the units of blood modifier. Okay. Perfect. So we already got that working. Yes. Yeah, now I remember. Yeah, we tested this. It was working, so we're good. Okay, so the last thing that we need to set up in this shop, because we have the health, damage, car capacity. Do we test car capacity ever? We have 99. I never set up car capacity. Let's set that up. Okay, so to set that up, first of all, drop under 10. Cards, Dex, no, max dex size. I'm like, my dex size was 0. I'm like, excuse me? No, my dex size is 10. Thank you. There we go. So now we have 9 out of 10. Wait, what just happened? Why could it, for a fraction of a moment, add something there?
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
It probably didn't update and realize the number updated. That's concerning. Oh. Is that cart info? Oh, okay, hold on. I think I see a problem, and I know where to find it, but we'll find it after the ads. I think I'm not setting the game mode when I'm dragging and control clicking. And or control clicking. Which is causing it to not get the information it needs. Because we changed that setup. Yeah. Yeah, we're fine. Fine. One. Hold. Hold. No, we're fine. Oh, by the way, I'm not looking at my got an email. So Fab had an update. It was like everyone's getting, their money for their payouts for, the year and whatever else. And I was like, cool. And then they sent another email, and they're like, "We're sorry. We paid everyone out. We paid people out not as much as they were supposed to. We paid them out like 88%. We're sorry. We'll do better. We'll pay out the rest now. Thanks." So they messed up on paying people out. Fab just can't catch a break. By can't catch a break, I mean like they can't get most things right, unfortunately. Poor Fab. So we need to how did I already forget? You just realized you said things about your button and you did respond. You didn't respond? I hope you do add your button this weekend or else. Did it, ESL. you can't keep hiding behind ESL. I'm telling you, you can't keep hiding behind ESL. We were working on car capacity. That's right. So the car capacity, honestly, can maintain. What we need to modify actually is where it gets the information of the max deck size. Because we don't need that anymore. So this We need to replace all of these with the meta unlock information. That's what we do. Okay. So here, input, that's fine. Here, get max deck size. No, instead of get max deck size, we want to get the meta unlocks. Break it. We only want the card capacity upgrades. And we just want to add 10 to it. And that becomes our max deck size. Okay. Nice and simple. Next one is this one. Actually, copy all this because we're going to need it in multiple places. Okay. Initialize deck size here. Oh. There's, that's good. Review. So now, can we just remove it? Let's double check. Yeah, we can remove it. Okay. Perfect. So now we should have the ability to update our deck size. So right now our deck size is 11. And if we come here and we do boom, 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 our deck size is 14. Perfect. We can actually update our deck size. Okay. Now, a couple of things. One, I want to actually center my deck. I don't like the fact that it's aligned left. Can we do something about that? I don't like the way it looks. I know that might make me a little bit shallow, but I have to say it how it is, right? I don't like the way it looks. Can I see this? Can I, if I center this, would it just work? Probably not. No, not at all. That is definitely not what I want to do. What I want to go is in here, take the grid panel and center this. Wait, no. Ah, shit. No, that should be fine. That should be fine. If I center it, that on this one, it should be fine because I will always have 10 cards at the start, so it'll automatically be the correct width, and I won't have to worry about it. Yes. Excellent. This is better. Yes. Okay. Why can I add that? Why was I able to add that? Why am I able to add that? Because I didn't fix the problem, right? On dragging and control clicking. On drop. No. I want... Is it here? Game mode reference. Get game mode reference. There we go. That needed to be plugged in. Owner isn't plugged in. But that should be okay. I don't actually think I need to do this, but... I shouldn't need to do that. Just in case, you know what? We're doing it just to be safe. Oops, not you. Cards. I might as well just make sure. Get game mode reference. Oops. Okay. So this should be fine, but then on... Let's check the on drop real quick. What's this? Don't need this open anymore. Let's go. Okay, let's go to Electric Boogaloo. No, Electric Avenue. Shit. Let's go to Electric Avenue. What? Where? Why did I say Electric Boogaloo? What? God damn it. It's okay. I'm gonna call ESL just like a Guts does. That's the reason why I got it wrong. Oh, that was why. Totally. Good job. Thank you. Thank you. I'm learning from the master, honestly. The student has become the teacher. You're right, that's how it goes. Electric Boogaloo, that's how it goes. You can't electric light me, that doesn't exist. That's not a thing. On drop, add card to collection. It's because here... Card slot index. Get children count. Deck builder deck. Get slot info. Modify current deck size. Deck size current. Where am I checking the size? On drop, I'm removing. Oh, I'm removing the deck card. I'm checking the wrong thing. I need to check on the other one. That's why. Problem is, I need to check this. Initialize deck size. Why don't I have a on drop? Ah, because I'm looking at the wrong thing. On drop, there we go. We check that with card capacity updates plus 10, and we want to check that the current deck size is not greater or equal to. Then we can do this, but here's the problem. Is when we go here. Ah, okay, then we go here. And then here we check the card tier. If the card tier is this, then we check that against the current deck size. We should make sure that's less or equal to 10. This is correct. You were close. Look. You can absolutely try again later. Okay? I will give you the option. You can try again later. Maybe you'll be more successful. But you know, if you keep trying the same thing over and over, it's not gonna work. I also hear that's a sign of insanity, but we're all insane. Let's be honest here. So I don't know what that says much. We're all addicted to the internet. We're all insane. So the whole repeating of stuff, is a sign of insanity. I think there's lots more signs of insanity. But we won't go into the details of that. We're a game desk. We have literally repeat stuff nonstop. Yeah. You don't learn that quite as much until you become also a streamer. And then when everyone comes in and always asks the same questions, then it's like, oh yeah, that's a thing. Then like, if you're not okay with people asking you the same question multiple times a day, potentially, that you cannot be a streamer. That's like hurdle number 1. I don't mind, because I know obviously different people come in and out, and when people like Gaguts decide to ask me for the 20th time the same question, I can point out that he's asking the 20th time the same question, and then we can move on. How do I randomly generate a city? Yeah. Hold on, let me get my... That is... After I released the PCGEX video, that was one of the most... I think that was one of the most common requests. Is, hey, now that PCGEX can do a city, can you do a tutorial on how to create a full city with that? And I'm like, hold on, yeah, let me just grab my giant team and 6 months, because that's not a small project that I can just do a little tutorial on and call it a day. And I'm like, I really want to. But people are asking me for like a team size stuff. I'm like, I can't. Not that much. I want to. I really do. Let me print the current deck size. Where is this being set? Deck slot info, right? But I need to be set it. Where's the initialize? Generate deck cards. Wait. Wait. Where am I setting the deck size? Here, on construct, in the deck builder, which makes sense. But then why am I not updating it? Or how am I not updating every time I drag in? Whenever I add and remove a card, it gets updated. So where is that update happening? Right, I should have it on drop. It does this. It does the add to deck. I get the information. Assuming I can fit it, I do set card mode. I add the card deck. I add that in. Add the deck card. Oh, here it is. Modify current deck size. Modify amount this plus the deck size amount. Current deck size. Then we set the deck size. Oh, here I'm setting the deck size, which is no longer a thing. Why am I setting the deck size here? Oh, I guess that's fine. That's where I'm. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, this is fine. This is fine. This is fine. It's correct. It's not max deck size. It's current deck size. And then we do a set here. But then, hold on. Then what is this current deck size? What is this then? Why am I checking this? Why do I have this in two places? What? Why did I do that? What? Past me. Past me. Do you want to explain yourself? Past me. I want explanations. I want explanations. There's a good chance he doesn't know either. That is very true. Most likely, past me also doesn't know. Okay, you are 100% right on that. Okay, current deck size. Let's just find all references of this. So we're setting current deck size, which is setting deck size. But what's the point of this? I could just use this. I'm going to remove current deck size because this is a pointless variable. Okay, we're just gonna because there's no not current deck size. It's like we get here instead of this. I can just get deck size, plug that in instead of the other mess that I was doing. And then here we can do get deck size. Okay. Good. So now, can I remove the current deck size? Yes. Okay. I no longer have a current deck size and a deck size that I'm keeping track of. So now I have 9 out of 11. I come here and I give myself some more card capacity. I have 9 out of 20. This will update still. I cannot give myself more. Good. And if we come here and just the... Oh, I still have... fix this. Yep. So now if I try to... Here. Add this. It doesn't work. Excellent. It's now fixed. I don't know why I decided to have 2 of the same variable in 2 different locations doing basically the same thing. But, you know, there you go. There's a learning opportunity for you guys. Don't do that. And as I keep telling people, if I can make a game, you can make a game. Because this is the shit that I do wrong. And if I can start, if I'm here making a game with my kind of mistakes, anyone can make a game. Noted. Good. Good. Okay. So, we're finally good. So now, we can focus on the last progression shop thing, which is the starting card. So, the idea behind the starting card, or maybe starting cards, probably not, but probably starting card, is if you wanted to unlock this, it would be a very expensive unlock, but you would be guaranteed to start with a certain card you unlock. So, for example, if you want to do a certain build, you could absolutely do that by like throwing that card in, so you just start the game with it. The question I now have is, where the hell do you put it? I'm thinking I add something here on the left, but if I go full screen, there's not really a good place to put it, right? As you can see. Unless I make the cards a little bit smaller on the inside and then have a little more room in left and right, but I don't really want to do that. So, and I don't want to cover the left cards. Unless I have like a really small one that's here, like a big, like wide arrow. So theoretically what I can do is, I just do a little draw over, is maybe I do like one here, right? Maybe like this, like a really long one, and there would be like a really shit arrow here. They'd like to open. I don't feel great about it. I don't want to put anything up here because I don't want to drop down from up here. What I can do, maybe, is have it here. Have it be a little bit thicker. And then if I have it unlocked, then I can see if I have the ability to have these come together a little bit closer. Basically, we'll change the like offsets and the spacing for it.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
That's where my head's going as a possibility. I don't love it, is the problem. I don't love it. Or I get a new slot here. How's a better resolution? I get a slot here that is separated from the deck at the very beginning. And that's like your guaranteed card. And it'll work just like the rest of the deck. But this first card will have like maybe a border around it or something. See, to add it? I'll continue this thought after the ads are done. But I think we can be onto something. I think we could be onto something. I just remembered I have packaging to be picking up. Random remembrance that just like, oh yeah, I got packages. Shit. So if we put it here, we'll always be able to see it. It is technically part of our deck, right? We started, so it makes sense to have it here. So we'd have it like at the very beginning slot. It gets unlocked. If we want to add onto that slot, then we can just do the drag, right? Just like we can just drag here. Well, I don't have enough drag here, right? This works. We can drag back, and it'll do the same thing. It'll need some more custom stuff, of course. How would it work for controller though? On a controller, right? I just press A to go between them. Bumpers go between the two. The top button Y goes to the search. X gives me the information. I'm not using B. You know what I can do? I can swap out Y and B. So instead of X and B, instead of the left button here giving me the information, I can use B, and then left button, which is on this controller is X, can be to go down. Yeah, to add to it. We still have we have buttons available to us. So I think that's going to be the plan. Yeah. So we're going to need to add another thing. Yeah. I think that's going to be our plan. I'm trying to think There's because this way also, if for whatever reason we wanted to, we could increase it. Ooh, you know what I'm thinking? You know what I'm thinking? Right now, the idea was originally to have one slot, and be 1, 2, or 3 tier card you can put in there. What if you, instead of tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, what if you got what if you had up to 3 slots? Up to 3 slots, and it gave you the it would be basically another, it would add to your deck, like it would be like another deck size here. So you could, this assuming you unlocked like the highest tier, you could add in 3 white cards, but your total allowed at maximum at that point would be 5. So you could have a 1 tier 3 card, and that's it. Or a tier 2 and 2 tier 1s, because 3 plus 1 plus 1. Or early on, you'll be able to have tier 3 tier 1s, or when you unlock up to 3, you could have a tier 2. Or early on, you have 2 tier. So you'll go from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will be on the unlocks. And then you can choose how many you want. And actually, then let's think about this. Where's my spreadsheet? Actually, screw it. We'll do it here. We're cooking. We're cooking it right now. So we have a tier 1, a tier 1, not tier 1, cost 1, cost 3, cost 5, right? So you start with nothing. Then we can have 1 plus 1 slot. Then we can have 2 and 2 slots. 3 and 2 slots. Then 3 with 3 slots. 4 with 3 slots, and then 5 with 3 slots. That would give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 levels of upgrades. I kind of wish I could have a in between here, but it doesn't make sense to have a 2 cost with 1 slot, because you'll still only be able to put in only 1 card. It also doesn't make sense to have 2 slots but 1 cost, because then you not be able to use the 2nd slot. So it has to go from 1 to 2 with 2. Then 3 with 2, so you can still use the same thing as 2, but now you also have the option of a tier 2. And then you have the option of 3 tier 1s if you wanted to, or a tier 2. Tier 2, 1 and 1. And then 1 tier 3. I like this. I like this. Because before we were just doing 1, 2, 3. This gives us 6. They're not going to be cheap upgrades. because to guarantee your cards is extremely powerful. Because realistically, this right here to guarantee yourself 3 cards, even tier 1 cards, starting out, is extremely powerful. I can do a lot of damage with 3 cards. Which means the dungeon has to scale accordingly. The dungeon has to be more difficult between levels, considering that. Because eventually the dungeon used to effectively outscale this extra bonus you got. But at this point, you should be very far through making it through the dungeon anyway. So I think we go with that. Yeah. Okay. Well, if we're going with that, okay. If we're going with that, do I want just 3 here? Oh, you know what? The whole left thing, slide out. I can make the slide out be here, potentially. I can have the slide out be from the deck size and just go and move the deck over, and then it itself would move, reveal the slots. And then if the deck is revealed, or the guarantee cards are revealed, then when you add to it, it'll just add to that one. And if not, then it'll add to the regular deck. Now, and then obviously you'll be able to you'll swap between. Yeah. Once we actually get into it, it'll probably be a little bit different. It sounds like a very complicated setup. Because effectively what we need to do is have animations, be able to control how many children appear for the cards, because you need to actually see them. Because right now, the children don't exist here. Right? This empty space, it's not a thing. If I, there's nothing here. But we still want to be able to see that there's like a plus sign inside of this outline. Just so this is a slot. We also would need to have a cost to it. Yeah. Okay, well, there's quite a lot to do. But I will say, I'm excited to do it because that sounds like it's going to be fun. And to me, that is the most important thing. Fun. Because I'm already thinking okay, what 3-card combos can I add once I unlock that? Because if you wanted to, a 3-card combo could be Airblade. We can only do a tier 2 multi-hit. And then we have one more tier 1. And if I did something like Lifesteal, then I just shoot 4 projectiles and have Lifesteal as a base to start with. That's kind of insane. I mean, obviously, you've been playing the game for a while. You've unlocked this, right? It's not like I'm giving this to the first person to start the game, but I'm excited. Where does this happen? Where? Oh, hold on. I think I know where this is happening. I think I just realized where this is happening. I don't think I set it up here. I don't think I fixed the problem here when I generated the cards. Yep. This is there. Found it. This game mode reference gets game mode reference. That's the problem. That's where all the errors were coming from. I don't know about all the errors, but now we should be good. Yeah, no more errors. Okay, well, I'm looking forward to tomorrow all of a sudden. I'm looking forward to work starting to set that up. Yay. Oh my god, it's already to 20? Yeah, you should be in bed. Did you manage to get any sleep last night? Did you actually manage to go to sleep and get sleep? Good guts? Because you left before the end of the stream for us. Yes? Oh, with all those exclamation marks too. So the new medication's working? You can actually sleep? So are you finally going to be able to sleep properly? Thanks to the new medication? You slept for 6 hours? Okay, well, it's a start. It's a start. You know, it's still not as much as you should be sleeping, but you know what? It's an improvement. It's an improvement. You know what? I'll take it. I don't know why I'm saying I'll take it like it's affecting me. But I do want you all to have a very nice night. Get some rest. Get some sleep. I'll be back tomorrow at 6:30 Pacific as always, and do some more deck building stuff. Better than 8 to 12? Absolutely. That's for sure. 50% better, one would say. Have a good night, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.